What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? How are y'all doing? If y'all missed it, go back and watch. This morning I done a little live while I was out there at the DAV little festival they had going on. Car show, bike ride. I done a little bit of it and showed some of the cars. The motorcycles hadn't got there yet, and then by the time they got there, I was up there working at the booth. So I got my uniform and everything today. I'm doing good, Juju. How you doing? So I got a surprise for everyone tonight. If they would like to know what that surprise is, it's not right now. It'll be between 8:30, something like that tonight. If y'all are interested, let me know. If y'all are interested in getting a surprise tonight, let me know. And you don't even have to leave your house. You can sit right there. You can sit right there because it's being put on by some friends of mine that own Carnivore Restaurant. It's part of the DAV. What we're making off of it will go to the DAV. But right now, the show for right now is something I found last night, and I want to share it with y'all. I mean, this really this humbled me also. It's about America, and you'll see it a whole different way now. Maybe I did. But if everybody wants to know what the other surprise is, I got to see some ones in there. And then I'll tell you where I'll be taking the free birds tonight. It's just going to be me, though. There's one. There's Dumpling. So I don't know how this guy is, but I'm going to take y'all to a comedy show at the Legion. It's for the DAV, and you'll get to see a comedy show. I think it's one or two guys, maybe. It's just a short one. I'm going to be working the door, checking IDs, and then we'll go from there. So would y'all like to go tonight and watch a comedy show? Now it's for the disabled veterans. Chapter 39. I don't think you can see it, so hold on just a minute. Let me get this out of the way a minute, guys. Well, it should move. Oh, no, it took the background out. That's not what I'm wanting. Okay, right up there is my DAV hat, if you can see it above where it says Rebel Drive. And it is Chapter 39, DAV, Bristol, Tennessee, Bristol, Virginia. But that's where we'll be going tonight, watching a comedy show. So I hope y'all enjoy it. Like I said, I'll be setting it up for about 8 or 8:30. And it is for the DAV. We got 15 people in here and 11 likes. You get them likes up to match the people in here, and then I'll bring up the thing I want everybody to watch. Let's get them likes up. Can you do that for me? Or am I still streaming or not? Juju's number 2. Alright, somebody said they didn't want to put no likes in, so they quit watching. So, we'll go here. Now, guys, really pay close attention to what I'm getting ready to play. I mean, even if you don't want to be here, at least pay close attention to this. Let me go up here and get it started. Boom, boom, boom. All right, and then I'll explain again here in a minute. Now, this is the Star Spangled Banner as you've never heard it. So let me know if you can hear it with ones in the chat, okay? If not, I'll start it over.
There was a lawyer once, his name was Francis Scott Key. He penned a song that I'm sure you're aware of. You've seen it in most hymnals throughout our churches. It's called the national anthem. It is our song as an American. We go, however, to a ball game. We stand in our church services and we sing the words of that song, and they float over our minds and our lips, and we don't even realize what we're singing. Most of us have memorized it as a child, but we've never really thought about what it means. Let me tell you a story. Francis Scott Key was a lawyer in Baltimore. The colonies were engaged in vicious conflict with the mother country, Britain. Because of this conflict and the protractedness of it, they had accumulated prisoners on both sides. The American colonies had prisoners and the British had prisoners. And the American government initiated a move. They went to the British and they said, let us negotiate for the release of these prisoners. They said, we want to send a man out to discuss this with you. They were holding the American prisoners in boats about 1,000 yards offshore. And they said, we want to send a man by the name of Francis Scott Key. He will come out and negotiate to see if we can make a mutual exchange. On the appointed day, in a rowboat, he went out to this boat and he negotiated with the British officials. And they reached a conclusion that men could be exchanged on a one-for-one basis. Francis Scott Key, jubilant with the fact that he'd been successful, went down below in the boats, and what he found was a cargo hold full of humanity, men. And he said, men, I've got news for you tonight. You're free. He said, tonight I have negotiated successfully your return to the colonies. He said, you'll be taken out of this boat, out of this filth, out of your chains. As he went back up on board to arrange for their passage to the shore, the admiral came and he said, we have a slight problem.
Now, guys, right here is where I want you to pay attention. When it starts talking, right here.
He said, we will still honor our commitment to release these men, but it'll be merely academic after tonight. It won't matter. And Francis Scott Key said, what do you mean? He said, well, Mr. Key, he said, tonight we have laid an ultimatum upon the colonies. Your people will either capitulate and lay down the colors of that flag that you think so much of, or you see that fort right over there, Fort Henry? He said, we're going to remove it from the face of the earth. Listen. He said, how are you going to do that? He said, if you will, scan the horizon of the sea. And as he looked, he could see hundreds of little dots. And he said, that's the entire British war fleet. He said, all of the gunpowder, all of the armament is being called upon to demolish that fort. It will be here within striking distance in a matter of about 2.5 hours. He said, the war is over. These men would be free anyway. He said, you can't shell that fort. He said, that's a large fort. He said, it's full of women and children. He says, it's predominantly not a military fort. He said, don't worry about it. They said, we've left them a way out. And he said, what's that? He said, do you see that flag way up on the rampart?
You hear him, rampart.
He said, we have told them that if they will lower that flag, the shelling will stop immediately. And we'll know that they've surrendered, and you'll now be under British rule.
Listen close, guys.
Francis Scott Key went down below and told the men what was about to happen. And they said, how many ships? He said, hundreds. The ships got closer. Francis Scott Key went back up on top and he said, "Men, I'll shout down to you what's going on as we watch." As twilight began to fall, and as the haze hung over the ocean as it does at sunset, suddenly the British war fleet unleashed. He says the sound was deafening. There were so many guns that there were no reliefs. He said it was absolutely impossible to talk or hear. He said suddenly the sky, although dark, was suddenly lit. And he says from down below, all he could hear the men, the prisoners, saying was, "Tell us where the flag is. What have they done with the flag? Is the flag still flying over the rampart? Tell us." 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours into the shelling, every time the bomb would explode and it would be close to the flag, they could see the flag in the illuminated red glare of that bomb, and Francis Scott Key would report down to the men below, "It's still up. It's not down." The admiral came and he said, "Your people are insane." He said, "What's the matter with them?" He said, "Don't they understand this is an impossible situation?" Francis Scott Key said he remembered what George Washington had said. He said the thing that sets the American Christian apart from all other people in the world is he will die on his feet before he'll live on his knees. The admiral said, "We have now instructed all of the guns to focus on the rampart to take that flag down." He said, "We don't understand something. Our reconnaissance tells us that that flag has been hit directly again and again and again, and yet it's still flying. We don't understand that." But he said, "Now we're about to bring every gun for the next 3 hours to bear on that point." Francis Scott Key said the barrage was unmerciful. All that he could hear was the men down below praying. The prayer. God.
All right, guys. What it's getting ready to tell you, I want you to pay close attention to. And this is why I don't ever let a flag hit the ground. If it does, I retire that flag and put up a new one. But listen what kept the flag up. So these people would not give up. Just pay attention at what he says is holding that flag up.
Keep that flag flying where we last saw it. Sunrise came. He said there was a heavy mist hanging over the land, but the rampart was tall enough. There stood the flag, completely nondescript, in shreds.
Still flying.
The flagpole itself was at a crazy angle, but the flag was still at the top. Francis Scott Key went aboard and immediately went into Fort Henry to see what had happened. And what he found had happened was that that flagpole and that flag had suffered repetitious direct hits. And when hit had fallen, but men, fathers, who knew what it meant for that flag to be on the ground, although knowing that all of the British guns were trained on it, walked over and held it up humanly until they died. Their bodies were removed and others took their place. Francis Scott Key said what held that flagpole in place at that unusual angle were patriots' bodies. He penned the song, "Oh, say can you see by the dawn's
The dead bodies of soldiers held that flag up.
early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming. Or the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that the flag was still there." Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet fly and wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? The debt was demanded. The price, it was paid.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets sprayed clear, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I don't know about you guys, but that humbled me when I heard that. I've listened to the Star Spangled Banner all my life. And I know that a flag is not supposed to touch the ground. But until I heard that, I didn't know the exact reason why. But that flag was held up by men, fathers, sons. It was held up by their bodies. So now I know exactly why that flag should never hit the ground. Because if a dead soldier, a dead father, a dead son can hold it up, I'll damn sure fly that flag proud. Just gets me, guys. I'm sorry. But I wanted y'all to hear that. I don't know if anybody's ever heard it before or what, but I wanted y'all to hear it, and I hope it made you all feel the way it did me, and it humbled me down to the core of my bones. And like I said, if you get a chance, go back and check out my video this morning It's um, a car show that we were at for the DAV. It's a car and bike show, but like I said, I started working at the tent before the bike showed up. Me and Becca and the kids, they had bouncy houses for them, so they was over there doing the bouncy things. Uh, but I did show some cars, nice cars, guys. If you like cars, go check it out. Really nice cars, especially the red one at the end, the Mistress. Thing was beautiful. But now, again, like I said, I'd always been told the same, but I hadn't actually heard that story of the flag. And like I said, when I heard it, man, I sat here and Becca asked me what was wrong. Yes, sure is, Lorraine. My dad told me that a long time ago. It is written on that plaque. But now tonight, guys, like I said, if y'all will be there, be looking, because I'm not going to put it through here. Well, good deal, Penny. But like I was telling everybody, tonight I'm taking y'all somewhere. It's for the disabled veterans, veterans of all kinds. I'll be working it. I'm working the door, checking IDs. But we're going to a comedy show for veterans at the Legion. My buddies that got me into the DAV started up their own restaurant at the Legion, and they had these guys come and do a comedy show for DAV tonight. So we're going to the DAV comedy show tonight. It's being sponsored by Carnivore Restaurant. These guys just started up the restaurant not long ago. So it's going to be a comedy show tonight, guys. If y'all like comedy, I don't know the guy that's coming. I didn't ask his name, but we're going to a comedy show between 8 and 8:30. I'll be there before then. But the doors open at 7. I think the show starts at 8. So that's why I went ahead and showed you this story of the Star Spangled Banner before then. That's when my dad done his training for the Marine Corps, Lorraine. He was at Paris Island. The Confederate soldiers also used that also. That's why there were so many flag bearers in the Confederate. I watched a thing last night and talked to some guys today that I'm putting my application in for the Confederate Sons of America. They were there with us at the DAV thing today. But they was telling me, no, I was watching it last night, but I seen them today. And what I was watching last night is every different Civil War battle, like Battle of this and Battle of that, Battle of Waterloo and all that, whatever, the names were. I can't think of them off the top of my head. But there would be 13 to 14, maybe more flag bearers in there because of a hoorah, because they would take out the flag bearers first because they were, I mean, they were being, they were up front. So they said that they could take out 12, 13, 14 at a time during a single battle in the Civil War. And I'm sure that would happen during any war, take out that flag. But it's good to have you here, Lorraine. We've missed you. So how's everybody's day been? It's hot here, man. I'm telling you. It's hot. Becca got a tan today when we was out there. She wore a tank top and she got a pretty good sun tan. James and them, they had a blast. We had a car show here too, Evie. Oh, no, it wasn't that bad, Juju. It was close. I think it was close to 92, something like that. Yeah, so it was very warm. But now, 26 people, 22 likes. Y'all hit that thumbs up. Triple digits early this year. I know, Juju. But y'all hit that thumbs up, hit that share, and hit that subscribe button for me. Oh, it was great, Beachy. You're going to have to go back and watch it and check out some of them cars, man. I'm telling you. The 57, Bel Air, the Mistress, that 1932 that had the rumble seat in the back. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I got one more day of this, and then I go back to work. Back and forth weather, yeah. So, Beachy, I don't know if you heard me, if I don't know if you was in here. Later tonight, we're going to a comedy show set up by the DAV, set up by the auxiliary for the DAV, rather. The DAV auxiliary. I'll get it right in a minute. Yeah, I think it's officially or is it the 21st of this month? I don't remember if they were. I'm not saying they wasn't, Beachy, but I can't remember. Take it down to the show. So it's the 21st of this month. So that would be what? That's Wednesday. Oh, great. I'll be at work. Yep, 4 days. That's my last day to work. I only work right now. You're welcome, Sassy Seven. Right now I'm working. No, Thursday's my last day. I'm sorry. No, I work more. I work 9 to 7 this week. Yeah, I hear Dolly Parton too. Uh, then you have, yeah. But when they invited me to join the Sons of Confederate Veterans, they gave me this, which I thought was pretty cool. I don't know if y'all can see it good. Uh, Let the camera kick in. It says Sons of Confederate Veterans, James Keeling, Camp Number 2, Bristol, Tennessee, 37620. It's got the little corkscrew on it, the little screwdriver, a little hanger that opens up and folds back. Gave Tyler one. Put my hand behind it. My hand is behind it. Yeah. Let me hold my arm still. Maybe that'll work. Gave me all the paperwork to sign up. They said, "Do you know who your Confederate family was?" I said, "No." They said, "Well, go back as far as you can on that piece of paper, and we'll do the rest." So I told them when they do the rest, I'd like to know exactly myself. So who wants to go tonight? Yep, it's a handy dandy. That's exactly what it is. Who wants to go to the comedy show tonight? Let me see some ones in there. Throw me them ones up. Because I borrowed my buddy's gimbal, set it up out there. Because mine broke. I got to get me one. So if we want to go to a comic club, put some ones in there. Robert's Girl does. Beachy's going. Penny Riddle, Juju's going. There you go. Well, like I said, I'm not going to set it up on the computer here like this, but I will set it up to go live on my phone. Yeah, like I said, I've never heard this guy, and I hope he is good. So we'll go from there, see if he is. Good deal. Your husband was in the Army. He was drafted. They sent him to Germany. He was a chemist. Well, I give you my condolences, Janice Place. But thank you for your husband's service, his sacrifice. Thank you for your sacrifice when your husband went over there, because I know it's hard to run your daily life with kids at the house, all the work that you got to do by yourself and all that. So thank you for his service. I need to go and laugh tomorrow. Tomorrow is Father's Day, and I didn't know that until we was coming home just a little bit ago. And Becca said, "Tomorrow's Father's Day." I didn't know. I'm sorry, but I will go see my dad sometime tomorrow. Uh, put a few flowers around his grave. I will see all of y'all tonight. Okay, Lorraine, honey, be good. Come back and join us tonight. Like I said, I don't know what time it is, what time it'll be. Between 8 and 8:30 is all I can remember. Yes, you're more than welcome to come back, Janice. Hello, Truth Seeker. No, you have a great day, Janice. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And you're more than welcome here. Hello, Angie. How are you? Okay, Sub-Zero. Thank you, buddy. I just figured, we do true crime, do stuff on the veterans, and then we have the bonfire. I think we need a little bit of comedy relief in our life. And I don't know exactly what day, but within the next 2 weeks, I'll be getting a tattoo that Wild Angel won in the tattoo auction. And then I'll show you it. I'm going to have it put right here directly in between on my breastbone. Well, thank you, Robert's girl. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And I noticed that I don't think nobody's flagging me, but it seems like at the hour number 2 is when they start flagging. So, like I said, I'm going to try and cut it to where we'll do 2 hours early, and then we'll do the last one 2 hours late and have in between. So this week will probably be the same thing. It's going to be Freebird Headbangers Ball. Guess Ghost Devil's making me a thumbnail for it. So Headbangers Ball means your favorite headbanging music. And I even found one for Dumpling. Ballerina Metallica. I don't know if y'all heard that last night, but it was awesome. Angie Gibson, thank you for your dad's service, his sacrifice, and prayers to you and your family for the loss of your dad. And I thank you and your mom's sacrifice for when he went over there, for when he went to do his duty. So thank you all. And especially thank him. But you don't have to do headbanging. It's heavy metal or whatever. Thank you for your dad's service too, Truth Seeker. My dad was the United States Marine Corps. Yes, Becca's doing the Summer Wells tonight, 10:30, and it's going to be all the pictures she took down there. So we'll see how her show goes. Well, hoorah. Thank you for your father and grandfather, Evie. Thank you for each one of them sacrifice. Thank you for y'all's sacrifice for when they went over there. So now for tonight, guys, I don't know exactly. Don't forget to put We the People in there, True Seeker. I don't know exactly what time, so just be looking for it. It may pop up late, after 8, but we will have the comedy show tonight. Like I said, I went and borrowed my buddy's gimbal to put my phone on, and just as soon as True Seeker put it in there, it popped up in Nightbot. Thank you, True Seeker, though. Thank you very much. Yes, and Becca can show you the flyers that we've got to put out. I'm going to have some more made up and put up around town here, and put up wherever we can get it. I'm going to ask Joey tonight if we can maybe put some out when we're doing DAV events. Maybe somebody's seen her somewhere. You never know. Hello, Pat. How are you? Pat, be sure to look for my stream tonight, because we're going to a comedy show. I'll have the phone set up as I'm doing the door. We're doing a comedy show for disabled veterans. Like I said, I got my uniform right up there. There's my hat hanging on the roof above the Rebel Drive. I just got it today when I went out there. Hello, Joni. And I'll put on the community post. Be sure to look for my live tonight so everybody can watch the comedy show with us. Well, good. I'm glad everybody loves comedy. I know that. And there's Miss Dumpling, the ballerina headbanger. Like I said, thank y'all for coming to the show last night. I'm sorry it ended the way it did. So, like I said, that's the way we'll probably do it this coming Friday. Do the first 2 hours, rest a little bit, and then come back later on that evening and do the other 2 hours. So it'll be a 4 hours headbangers ball with intermission. So I'm not going to stay on here much longer, guys. I just wanted to get on and show y'all the Star Spangled Banner the way it's that I've never heard it. What's up, Shane? Hello, Steph B. Oh. But again, guys, thank you for coming by to see that. Don't forget, stop in tonight, 8:30, and we'll see a comedy show tonight from the DAV at the Legions. So y'all guys be good, be safe. I'll see y'all tonight, probably around 8:15, 8:30, somewhere around in there. That's when the doors show should start. Okay? So y'all have a good one. Stay safe. Be good. Thank y'all for coming in to watch the show. And y'all be good, be safe. I love each and every one of you. And don't forget to go over to Becca's show tonight and see the pics from the Summers Vigil. Y'all be good, be safe. See you tonight for the comedy show. All right. You guys stay out of trouble. See you soon. Peace.